Welcome to Studio Chatter. How are we doing?
So good, but wow, it's over.
It is over.
I hate that,
Yeah.
guys. It comes and goes so quick, but I don't know.
It's kind of like you're here, and then you.
It
you
is.
guys ever
build
feel
up,
like that?
build
Yeah,
up, build
I mean, there
up.
is a buildup. I just think this year was just different in general. It was faster. There were some things
Yeah.
going on.
Well, you
we
both had different things.
right and
did.
at completely
And
different
you were
levels
gone
of the spectrum
on a big trip and
right.
then come back.
Right.
Was
So
that so hard to travel the week before?
it was hard. I did do some planning ahead of time, thank
Okay.
the stars, so I wasn't completely bombarded when I came back. I mean,
That's good.
thank you, Amazon.
I know, really. Really.
I mean, there's a lot of truth to that. I mean, so we actually had that conversation over the holidays too. Like, it was weird to see retail just like booming and people out and shopping and
Right.
enjoying the holidays, and really the brick and mortar shops, because it seems like every other day there's shops just going down because
that's true.
so it was kind of fun to see the hustle and bustle of actual people shopping and doing things with their family.
Definitely.
And
Yep.
and then, we tried to instill a couple of different things this year also. It was really important to me, I guess, as a mom, to have the element of giving back. So I loved that the Giving Back machine was located
Yeah.
at university this year. So
I
that
love
was
that.
part of it.
So
I mean,
what did you give?
so I gave chickens.
Okay.
So I bought the chickens. The kids were more into the blankets and the meals and soap. And we kind of just set a budget and said, go ahead and pick
Okay.
so many of this or whatever. But then that's kind of what we did as a family.
That's
but
so cool. I did
That
not get
is.
over
I
there.
took my grandkids out to the mall to see Santa, and the door that we came in was right there by Light
Yeah.
the World.
Uh-huh.
There's 8 missionaries there, and the 2 little grandkids go walking towards it, like thinking it's, I don't know, an amusement park or
Right,
something
oh,
great.
right, mhm.
And then they're like stickers, and the missionaries were giving out stickers.
Uh-huh.
And so they sat there and chatted with those kids, and they were absolutely darling.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a cute little story. So we walked them down to Santa, and we kind of came behind his little shop
Uh-huh.
and to walk forward, and they were holding hands. They walked right up to Santa without us even like having to coax them or
Oh,
anything.
wow.
Climbed up on his lap. We're trying to get our phones to take a picture, and they're just waiting.
And they're just like
Jeez.
little, like two.
Two. It was so cute. So
I'm
then I
shocked.
always take them to the Disney store and let them pick out just a little something.
Uh-huh.
And so an hour in there. And Noli was like, no, don't want anything.
Oh.
And then Knox would, okay, I'll have that. Okay, put that down. Okay, I'll have this. We walked out of there with umbrellas.
really,
Mickey Mouse umbrellas
That's what they
at
wanted.
Christmas time. Down the mall, popped them
Well,
open.
oh.
It was absolutely darling. but
good.
Well,
yeah.
they're practical, so yeah, you can use them. No, so there's all of that, right? There's the
Right.
retail aspect, there's Santa aspect, there's the true meaning of Christmas aspect. So we did want to get a bit of that in there, and I kind of remember how, just because of the innocence of children, we were having a conversation with Gunnar and Christmas Day, and this is to celebrate the birth of Christ, and he's like, okay, like you can see him, and he's the math guy, like he's always just taking it in, and he's like the birthday, and he's like, so how old is Jesus? And we're like, wow, that's like it's a really good
That's a
question,
good question.
right?
6?
He's 5. Yeah, so we're like, don't really know, but the numbering system is based on Jesus. So I don't know, let's figure it out. So we asked, and it estimates that Jesus would be between 2021 and 2023. And just as plain as day and just so calm, he's like, well, he looks so good for his age in the pictures. I mean, it just didn't even miss a beat.
like
and it
his
was
mother's child, don't you think?
Like, it was
He looks so good.
precious. It was just one of those precious moments. So you're just like, I want to just bottle you up
That's
and
so
keep
cute.
you 5 forever.
Oh, I love
that's
that.
cute.
Yeah.
The Christmas, that magic that children bring
Yes.
again. Because all my children have gotten older, and now with grandbabies, and I
It does
feel like
bring it back.
it does. It brings back all that stuff. And I put out my reindeer food.
Oh,
my
I love
cookies
that you
for
tagged
Santa.
us on that. That was so cute.
I couldn't help myself.
And we had our grandbaby here from Georgia staying with us on Christmas morning, and so it does make it so
does.
much better to have littles.
Oh,
I love it.
Yeah, I'm really. It was that was joyous. And then, as you know, we traveled to New York and Connecticut as part of the trip to Miss America, and on the New York portion, we were able to take Barrett skating at Rockefeller
I
Center.
saw some of those pictures. It
Yeah,
looked amazing.
and just the fact that Santa skated to her and grabbed her hand, and I wish I could share the footage of Mom trying to film the
Oh, I know,
moment, and I totally like wrecked on my skates and like dropped like
did?
probably some of the best footage that we had. But all of that was just magical, and we got to see Frozen at Broadway, and so it had like snow in the theater,
And being in New York for Christmas,
Oh
like,
my
I
goodness.
went
Has
to
one
be,
year,
yeah.
and it's true magic, and it takes you back
oh
like,
my word,
to
bucket
that
list.
time of just
Yes,
nostalgia.
I've never been
it
there
is
during
super.
Christmas
I would
time.
recommend that trip to anybody during that time. Just the Rockettes to see that little Christmas show, and then just because it's like winter in the city and
Yeah.
Times
Right.
Square, and just kind of taking that all in. So that was magical. And then driving up to Connecticut, just the scenery.
Was
Really?
it snowy and everything?
You know, it was. It was just. It was. It's how you would imagine it. Like you see the little frozen ponds and the it really
Just
was just
picturesque.
so
Yeah.
wintry and picturesque. Yes. So
Oh.
we enjoyed every moment, and it sounds like you guys did too.
Yes,
So
it was
Christmas
good.
was good. Yep.
It was good.
Yep.
very
Well,
good. Yes. Well,
I'm
on
excited to the new year.
New
I
year,
don't
new
know.
decade, new.
Goals, new
Goals.
decade. I've been thinking a little bit. I'm going to try and take it easy on myself, but
Good.
I want a couple. Yep.
I've read up on that. Like maybe sometimes don't put more on yourself. And I was
Right.
like, oh,
Well,
Yeah.
we
a
had.
little leveled out is what I'm trying to
Yeah.
do with a little climb.
okay,
Yeah.
I like it.
We had words last year. I had a word
Yes,
last
I
year.
remember talking about that.
And I have a new word, and we can talk
Okay.
about that later. Did you have a word? I don't recall.
Ooh, I need a word.
I thought of this morning as we were planning for today's episode, and I remembered your word, and then I thought of a word for me that I kind of have been feeling. I'm like, I wonder if that was my word last year. I can't even remember. I don't know if I
Okay.
even chose a word.
Well, share it later. I've got to think of a word
Yeah.
now.
So
I don't know how committed do you want to be.
I don't know.
my
Level-
word
leveled
was
out?
Yes.
transition.
Yeah.
And what a year of transition it was. So completely and ultimately lived that word. So I have a new one in mind for this
Okay,
year.
I'm excited to hear it.
Okay, we'll talk about that
Okay.
coming up. All right, next on Studio Chatter, we'll talk about setting some goals. Get your pencils ready. That's coming right up.